So hello and welcome, people that want to learn how to make a pencil and the 3 people that came because they like me. And well, today we're gonna make this wonderful pencil. It's a little bit basic, but I think it's a pretty good beginner's task. So let's wonderful start. And of course, as always, we start in a new document and proceed to yeet that wonderful default cube out of existence because that thing is evil and we don't need it, at least this time, because we need something else. We need a cylinder. And well, currently that thing has way too many faces because we want to make a basic pencil that probably everybody wants, the wonderful yellow things, the one that are cheap. So we're just gonna click on a wonderful settings screen, button left, and make it 6. There we go, that's looking blocky. And of course that thing is not in the correct position, so we're just gonna rotate it with R and press I think the X one, and well, rotate it by 90 degrees so it's on the side. And as everybody knows, pencils are not short, at least when they start out they are not, so we're just gonna scale it with S on the wonderful Y-axis and scale it up. So we have a long tube. Maybe let's scale them down a little bit so we have a little thin one. There we go, that's looking probably a little bit more like a pencil. But well, let's wonderful go into the edit mode with tab and select the wonderful top face because we need that thing. I'm just gonna press E to extrude and just move it out a little bit. There we go. Now we're going to select the pointy select mode and we're just gonna scale him down so we have a nice little tip here. I think I did not scale out enough, so we're just gonna press G and you're just gonna move it out a little bit so it's looking more like a pen. Perfect. Now we just need a tip. So maybe a little bit less here, and we're just going to extrude with E once again. There we go. Now we have a nice tip. And the thing which of course we need is going to, well, make it pointy. So we're going to press M to merge. Now, of course, we have a bunch of different options, but we're going to use at the center because we want a nice tip, which actually could be used as a murder weapon or writing, depending on what you like more. And with that, our wonderful pencil is kind of done. We have to adjust maybe a little bit so it actually has a nice little line here. Kind of like this one. I mean, we could also make like this one, like a bee sting. I think we're just gonna make it a bee sting because somebody was way too bored making this thing sharp, and because I think it's funny. So the thing which is now kind of missing is only the texture, which kind of is important because it makes sure that we know it's a pencil. So we're just gonna go to the material tab and click new. As you can see, nothing happens because, well, we first have to select the color. And, well, the normal color we can use is wonderful, a little yellow. But we see nothing happens because we have to go to the viewport shading. There we go, it's yellow. What a surprise. Of course, not everything is yellow, so we're just going to go into edit mode. We're going to use the face select and we're going to select everything here. So we just select the whole thing and we're going to make a new one. We're going to click on new one and we're going to assign this one. Perfect. Now it's white. Not the thing we want, but we of course going to change that. So we're just going to pull this one up here and we're just going to go onto the shader editor. We have to make this wood colored. So we're just going to add a wonderful color ramp. There we go. We're going to wonderfully plug this one in. But the thing is, nothing is happening because, well, we have one set of colors we can choose from. It's either white or black. But we're going to change that thing because we're now going to add a noise texture and we're going to plug this one into the vector. And as you can see, it has changed. We have now little marks on it. Not sure how to describe this one. And also we want maybe in wonderful node wrangler. If you don't have this one, you can activate that thing in the wonderful settings. There we go. And I think it's Control T. Yep, that is correct. So we actually have we have always the same thing. You can't go from UV, but in this case we go with object. So of course the thing is it's not really lacking wood-like because currently it's black and white. So let's change that. Brown color. Who knows? Anyway, of course we have to scale it up a little bit. There we go. You can see it's now in a wonderful color, and I think this is not a color I really like. Let me just check what I used for my test one. I wonderfully used this wonderful number. I really should have listened in my wonderful color classes in uni. And the other one, of course, is this one for the other one. I should have not sleep in my color classes in university. So the only thing that's really missing is now the top part, the wonderful graphite one. Let's just select that thing and make a wonderful new one. Perfect. And let's make this one not really completely black. It's more like a little bit of gray. But of course, you have to play around with that. And with that, our wonderful murder weapon is now completed. Of course, the only thing that really make this one happen, I think, is the lighting. Let's maybe make this one a little bit shorter. There we go. So let's wonderful add some lighting and make it wonderful presentable. So we're just gonna add a wonderful plane and make sure that the plane is just below that. Perfect. I have a wonderful light here. Let's just use that one and transform that into area light and just crank it up. That's looking decent, but of course let's change it to cycles. My PC will probably not like it, but so we're just gonna go to worlds. I just downloaded a random HDR here, so let's add wonderful environment texture, and you're just gonna plug it in and open one. There we go. So let's take a look on how that is exact looking, because I think we're nearly done. Yep, that's looking hand for me. So hope you like it, and see you next time.